Welcome to your reading lesson. We're doing our super smart. Super smart. Now, as you look at these faces and as we read this story, I want you to think back to our holidays around the world unit. Remember when we flew to all those different places across the planet to see the different ways that people live, right? And there's a word, there's a vocabulary word that we used a lot to describe the way that people live. They have different cultures. Can you say culture? Culture is just the way that people live. And remember, we learned that in Mexico, kids do a piñata during Christmas season or the winter holidays. We learned that children in Germany really like to decorate gingerbread houses during the holidays. All of those kind of traditions are part of someone's culture. So I want you to sit back and relax and enjoy the story, but I also want to remind you to please answer, call out. Okay, part of kindergarten is speaking. So when I ask you a question, I want you to pretend like you're in class and call out the answer. And the best part is you don't even have to wait your turn. Let's start by looking at the name of our book. What do we call the name of a book, class? The title. That's right. Let's read our title together. All of Us. All of Us. By Valerie Schaefer. And we know that if it's by Valerie Schaefer, she is the author. That's right. And the author does what? The author writes the words. Excellent job. Take a look at the cover of our story. Does it look like that's a picture that someone drew? Or does it look like that's a real picture that someone took with the camera? It looks like a real picture, doesn't it? So what does that tell us about the genre of this story? Do we think that this story is going to be make-believe or real? We know it's going to be real, right? All of our super smarts are real. Now, bonus question. Do you remember what we call the genre of a story that is real? Do we call it fiction or nonfiction? Did you say nonfiction?
That was easy.
Excellent job. Say that one more time. Say nonfiction. Yes, nonfiction means that it's real. It really happened. Okay, these are real children. So I want you to listen and tell me what you think as we go along about all the different cultures.
All of us. هم صعب. Todos nosotros. يا ألا إحنا كلنا. كلانو.
Wow. So right away, what do we notice? What did we hear? Were they all speaking the same language? No, they were saying the same words, all of us, but they were saying it in their language, the language that they speak in their culture. And as we go along, you're going to see that culture has a lot to do with where in the world you live. So here we go. There are lots and lots of us in the world.
Hello. Hola. Assalamu alaikum. Bonjour. Namaste. Konnichiwa. Shalom. Bow.
How neat is that? We got to hear them say hello in all different kinds of languages, just like we do in the morning when we do our good morning song, right? It says, why do you think the author shows so many pictures on this page? Why do you think that the author shows all these different pictures on this page? What do you think? Think about that for a minute. Well, the title of the story is All of Us, right? So I think the author's trying to give us an idea that we're going to learn about all different kinds of cultures and see how different children around the world live. Some of us live where it's hot. And a lot of the pages in this story have labels or a caption that say where they are. So this little guy is in Mali. Can you say Mali? Yeah, that's where he is. And Mali is in West Africa. So let's see what the question is here. Mali is the name of the country where the boy lives. What can you tell us about this part of Mali from the words? Okay, so let's look at the words. It says, some of us live where it's hot. So what can you tell us about Mali from the words? That it's hot. That's right. Now, what can you tell us about Mali from the picture? What does it look like in the picture? Is there a lot of grass? No. There's lots of sand, right? Are there really tall buildings? It looks kind of like the desert, doesn't it? So remember that smart readers are always looking at the words and the pictures to help understand what's happening in the story. Some of us live where it's cold. And he's in Canada. And Canada is part of our continent, North America. Some of us live in the, let's look at this word right here. It starts with an M, and we see all of these in the background. Some of us live in the, what do you think that word might be? Mountains. Very good. And these little guys are in Afghanistan. What are mountains like? Well, if you don't already know, you could take a look at the picture. Mountains are a kind of landform, right? And they're very tall. They're not very easy to climb. And do we have a lot of mountains in Florida? No, we don't. Some of us live in the rainforest. And this is in Thailand. Thailand is part of Asia. What do you think a rainforest is like? Well, I mean, we can look at the picture, right? What do you think it does a lot of in a rainforest? It rains, right? And we can also think about the word rainforest. Yeah, so a rainforest has lots of different kinds of plants and trees and animals, and it rains a lot. I think that's why so many different kinds of things are able to grow there. All of us live on the same planet. What planet do we live on, guys? There's that word right there, Earth. And it's perfect because that's what we've been learning about in science too, right? So we know that's a picture of the Earth. It's kind of showing how it spins on its axis. We speak many different languages. Some of us say, good morning.
Good morning.
And some of us say, listen carefully, you might recognize some of these.
Ohayo.
I'm going to play that one again.
Ohayo.
Now we say, Ohayo gozaimasu. I think we say the whole formal greeting of good morning. And what language is that? I bet you can remember. Look right there. Japanese. Very good.
Buenos dias.
Oh, what did she say? She said good morning. And what language did she say it in? Spanish. You should kiss your brain. I know you got that one right. Let's listen to this one.
صباح الخير.
Ooh, Sabah al-Khayr. Wow, we haven't said that one in a while. It reminded me. We forgot that we even know how to say good morning in Arabic. That's right. And Arabic is spoken all over the world. Let's listen to her.
شوب رباط.
Ooh, Shoprabat. I'm pretty sure that we learned that one too. I was so excited when I was reading the story because it reminded me of all the other ways we know how to say good morning. Listen and see if you recognize this one.
شوب رباط.
That's right. So she's speaking Hindi. And Hindi is spoken a lot in India.
A carol.
Okay, I don't think we've ever learned this one. Let me play that one again.
A carol.
Yes. So he's in Yoruba, which is also on the continent of Africa. Now this one you're going to know. Listen.
Guten Morgen.
What'd she say? She said good morning. And which language did she use?
Guten Morgen.
Did you say German? Excellent job. We are very familiar with all kinds of languages in kindergarten. Let's keep going. It says, all of us like to meet new friends. Raise your hand if you like to meet new friends. Ooh, you can wave too. You can wave too. Look, let's watch them wave. I hope you're waving. Some of us go to school with a few kids. And this is a picture of a schoolhouse in China. That's right. And China is part of Asia, the continent of Asia. Some of us go to school with a lot of kids. Can you imagine if we had that many students in kindergarten? Holy moly. They are in Samoa. And I'm pretty sure Samoa is part of Samoa is an island in Oceania. Wow, it's on the continent. Okay. Yes, the Samoan people. I had no idea that their schools were so populated. Amazing. Some of us go to school with just boys. They're in Sierra Leone. I wonder if you can make a prediction what the next page might say. Let's think about the pattern. It started out with some of us go to school with a few children. Some of us go to school with a lot of children. This one says some of us go to school with just boys. What do you think the next page might say? Or just girls. And this is a classroom in India. Some of us are homeschooled with our brothers and sisters. And there's a label right here that says the United States. Ooh, this looks familiar right now, right? Now, you guys are kind of practicing homeschool. You're doing everything from home. But homeschool is actually a little bit different. And I want you to think about that as I ask you this question. If you're homeschool, where is your school? Home, right? It's right in the word, homeschool. What do you think, who do you think your teacher might be if you're homeschooled? That's right, your mom or your dad. And it says, what did we find out about the different kinds of schools that children all over the world go to? So what have you found out about all the different kinds of schools? Well, they have a lot of differences, right? Some of them have a lot of kids, some have just a few, some are all boys, some are all girls. But they also have a lot of similarities. Children go to school. Why are they all in school? No matter what school you go to, they're all there to do what? To learn. That's right. All of us like to learn new things. Raise your hand too. Boop. Oh, I miss seeing you guys raise your hands. Some of us eat with a knife and fork. So again, we're still talking about culture, right? The different ways that people live. And this is in the United States. That's where we live. Some of us eat with, do you know what these are called? Chopsticks. That's right. And we use chopsticks a lot in the United States as well. But they started in China. Let's see if there's a question about those chopsticks. What part of the picture shows the chopsticks? That's easy, right? Can you point to the part of the picture that shows the chopsticks? And what is she doing with the chopsticks? She's picking up her food to eat. Very good. Some of us make kebabs like this and eat our food right off the stick. Touch your nose if you've ever had a kebab before. I love shish kebabs on the grill. Some of us just pick up our food with our hands. What did the last few pages tell us about? So think about what we just read. What did the last few pages tell us about? The different ways that people do what? That's right, the different ways that people eat. So what have you learned about the different ways that people eat around the world? They use different utensils, right? Some just use their hands. Some eat off of a stick. Some use chopsticks. And she's in Mexico. All of us like a special treat. I know that's right. Yeah. Some of us celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Isn't he so cute? And this is in Mexico again. Let's listen, see if we hear anything. When people celebrate Cinco de Mayo, are they doing something fun and special or something boring? What do you guys think? Something fun and special or something boring? Something fun and special, right? How do you know that? Well, when you hear the word celebrate, you know it's something fun and special. Are they all dressed up? Listening to music? Good readers ask themselves questions as they read. Some of us celebrate the 4th of July. I bet you all know where they are. Red, white, and blue. Which country's colors are red, white, and blue? Ours, right? The United States. We should stand up and march. Some of us celebrate Carnival. And these guys are in Brazil, which is in South America. You should stand up and dance. I like that one. Some of us celebrate the Moon Festival, and we talked about this during our Holidays Around the World unit. The Moon Festival happens where? In China. All of us like to have fun on the holidays. I wonder if you could figure out which holiday this is. You know, we're not the only ones that do fireworks. And we do, in our culture, we do fireworks on what holidays? Two big ones. One happens in the summer and one happens in the winter. The 4th of July, you got it. And then a lot of times we do New Year's Eve fireworks also, which happens on December 31st. When the day's over and it's time to head home, some of us say, what? Good night.
Good night.
some of us say...
Bonne
He's speaking French.
Laila tov.
She's speaking Hebrew.
Bonne nuit.
Portuguese.
Wanan.
Chinese.
Malay vanakam.
Oh my goodness. She is speaking Tamil, which I think is in India. A language spoken in India. And...
Spokojnej noci.
Russian. All of us get sleepy after a long, fun day. Look at that. Everybody's dressed very differently. And I bet they sleep in different kinds of beds too, but do we all get sleepy when we're tired? Yeah, at the end of the day. If you're a bit tired, yawn too. What is one way the children are alike? How are they alike, guys? They're all sleepy. That's right. And why are they sleepy? They've had a very long day. Just like you get tired after a long day. No matter where we live, we all see the same sun in the morning. We all see the moon and stars sparkling in the night sky. The planet Earth is home to, read the last three words with me, all of us. The end. What is all of us all about? What would you say all of us is all about? The different ways that we live all over the world, right? What was something new or surprising that you learned from all of us? I love this part because you guys always give me the best answers. I wish I could hear your answers. But I want you to think about something surprising that you learned from all of us. And then I want you to also think about what you would like to know about children in other countries. What else would you like to know about children in other countries? I would love to know more about the way they play, what kind of games they play, what kind of recess they have. I would love to know more about how they play. I want you to think about what you would like to know more about. And it's so wonderful to see all the amazing differences that we have with people around the world and all of the similarities, right? All the things that we have in common that are the same. So that's why I love reading about other cultures, and I'm so grateful that you guys read this story with me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Miss you so much. Bye.